What was the last question that you people had written?
After having seen McLary off, why did Stephens choose to have one last look at
Okay, write
Evans?
down the better
What
next one. Okay, right. Write down the next one. Write it. What did Evans ब्रैकेट में write down disguised as McLary? What did Evans bracket में write it disguised as McLary? Close the bracket. Tell the governor what did Evans brackets disguised as McLary tell the governor when the latter offered Latter offered to take him to the hospital question mark. Why was the question paper shown to the governor? Why was the question paper shown to the governor? Written.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one. A photocopied sheet had been carefully and cleverly superimposed over the last page of the question paper. What was its real purpose? What was its real purpose? Written.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
One minute. Okay. In spite of strict vigilance, comma, How did how did Ivan's friend manage to give the material to give the material to give the material for disguise in the cell for disguise in the cell for disguise in the cell. Next one. How did the governor manage to reach Evans in the hotel? How did the governor how did the governor manage to reach Evans in the hotel? In the hotel. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Write down the next one. How many questions, Aishwarya,
Yes,
overall?
ma'am.
Ma'am, around 21.
Okay. This one, write down. Who do you think is the driver of the van? Who do you think is the driver of the van who eventually who eventually takes Evans to freedom? Who do you think is the driver of the van who eventually takes Evans to freedom? Written.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, beta, even the textual questions you are going to do and the chapters that are within and the questions, sorry, that are within the chapter, okay? Page number 70, you're going to do what were the precautions taken for the smooth conduct of the examination and the other questions that are there in the chapter, you will do them. आप करेंगे वो सुन लिया आपने
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
okay then back questions also reflecting on the story. What do you feel about Evans having the last laugh? When Stephens come back to the cell, he jumps to a conclusion. All these questions you will be doing. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And write down one more question, two more questions rather. Or write down one, it is going to cover all the main points. Okay, this is a long one, okay? Long answer, question answer. Give an account of the blunders. Give an account of the blunders committed by the prison authorities. Give an account of the blunders committed by the prison authorities which resulted in making Evans put an apostrophe. In making Evans' escape plan, put a small dash. Okay. Escape plan, put a small dash in between. Escape plan, a success. A success. Important question. Give an account of the blunders committed by the prison authorities which resulted in making Evans' escape plan a success. Done, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I did not give you the question answers on the face of it, did I?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
I had given
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
even the extra questions I had given you.
yes, ma'am.
The textual and the extra, all the questions I had given.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how many questions are there, beta? How many questions are there overall? Just see, Aishwarya, let me know.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute. Ma'am, 18 questions.
18. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Total, including textual.
Total questions. Okay. So now the questions are complete. You will do them. In case you do not find the answers, send the questions to me, right? I'll send you the answers. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the time is left. Some more we are going to have the revision of the chapter. The multiples, okay? Name the author of the lesson. Tell me the correct answer. William Blake, Sir Johnson, H.L. Hedge, Norman Colin Dexter. Who is the author of the lesson? Evans tries an O level. William Blake, Sir Johnson, H.L. Hedge, Norman Colin Dexter. Nobody knows?
Option D.
Option D1. Okay. The book is there in front of you or not? Why did Evan decide to take the O level exam? Why did Evan decide to take the O level exam? First option, to keep his hat on his head. B1, to study. C1, to add to his academics. And the last one, to plan an escape from the prison.
Last
D1.
option.
MD1.
Yes,
Option.
last one. What kind of a person was Evans? Kleptomaniac. First option. Second one, pleasing personality and a tendency to mislead. Third one, stealing habit. And fourth one, all of these.
All of these?
All of
Yes,
these.
absolutely right, Mehak. Why was Evans called Evans the Break? Because of his pleasing personality, because he keeps hat on his head, for escaping from prison 3 times, all of these.
Option C.
Right, beta. Option C. Okay, Evans the Break. Why? Because thrice he had escaped from the jail. Why did Evans drape a blanket around his shoulder? To conceal his efforts of changing dress to look like McLaren. Because he was feeling cold. To hide himself from the police. All these.
Option A.
A,
Option
absolutely
A.
right. What two purposes did the correction slip serve? To give correct name of hotel to Evans, an exact date and time of exam to Evans, to help Evans, to inform Evans' gang his plan of escape. Yeah, all of these.
Option A.
A is right, to give correct name of the hotel and to indicate the exact time, okay, of exam. How did Evans escape from the jail? By jumping the wall, by befooling the watchman. His friend prison officer released him. All.
Option C.
Yes,
Option
right,
C.
option C. Who ordered Evans to take off his hat? Stephens, Jackson, the governor, or nobody?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Okay, right. Why was the governor not ready to take risk? Why was the governor not ready to take risk? To bring a good name, to stop Evan from taking exam, or to avoid any bad name, or none?
To avoid any bad name.
Right, Ashwin. Ramdan, Harshita, Sachin. They are not answering. Radhika, Parikshit, Sumit. You cannot guess the answers from the options also. Only Ashwarya is there, Sakshi is there, and Mehak is there. Three of them are there. Rest of you, what are you doing? You do not know the answers, or you cannot even guess the correct answer. Recently only, day before yesterday, we had completed the chapter, and since for the last 2 days, we had been doing the question answers. You people don't even try. It hardly matters whether the answer is correct or not, but at least you must try. Parakshit is, like dumb, bilkul. Ramdhan, no response at all. Very disgraceful. Students of 12th, you people are, you are going to appear in the board exams. You have to be very attentive. Who checked the cell thoroughly? The police, the governor, Jackson and Stephens.
Ma'am, Jackson and Stephen.
Yes, C1. Why did Evans request not to take off his hat? A1, he was feeling cold, to give a smart look. He loved to wear. Third one, and fourth one, Evans considered it lucky for himself.
Ma'am, D. Ma'am, D
D.
option.
Option
D1.
Ma'am, D.
D.
Now Ramdan has become active and others are still dull. See Parikshit, I don't know whether he is there or not. Maybe just switch on the class and might be roaming. Radhika Chaudhary, are you there in the class? Radhika
Yes.
Chaudhary. So why you are not answering? Why are you not answering? You are not following my questions. You are not listening to my questions. Harshita Jain,
Yes, ma'am.
what years? Come out with the answers. Come out with options. With the correct options. Why couldn't Stephens identify Ivan's trick? Because he was not trained, because he was a new recruit, because he was not experienced, yeah, none.
Ma'am, option
Option
B.
B.
B1. How could Evan's plan of escape become a success? Because of his wits? Because he keeps his hat on his head? Because he was cunning? Yeah, all.
Ma'am,
Because he was
option
Option
B.
D.
D, all other. Who was Carter? A policeman, a watchman, detective, superintendent, yeah, none.
Ma'am,
C.
detective.
Option C.
C1, okay. Who arrived first on the scene after Stephen found McLary? Who arrived first on the scene after Stephen found McLary? Jackson, Stephens, Detective Superintendent Carter, or none?
Ma'am, Stephen.
Jackson.
B.
Ma'am Jackson.
Jackson. See who arrived first on the scene after Stephen found McLary. Okay, Jackson was there, and he was called by Stephen. Whom did Stephen actually catch?
Evans.
McLary,
Evans.
Evans, a thief, or Evans. Who was McLary? Evans' friend, a policeman, inspector, or the invigilator?
The invigilator.
In
Ma'am Invigilator.
No, he was not invigilator. He
Invigilator.
was Evans' friend, beta.
And
Okay,
oh,
actually, the
ma'am, we thought
invigilator.
that
See, the
original McLaren.
Ashwarya, the invigilator was lying in his flat, na?
Yes,
He
ma'am.
was all tied up since 8 o'clock in the morning, and he was lying there. So this man, he was Ivan's friend. How was the governor able to locate Evans? By putting together six figures, by decoding, with the help of the ordnance survey map, yeah, all of these.
all of these.
All of
Yes,
these.
all of these.
One of these.
Six figures भी देखे थे ना 3 by 1 3 by 3 क्या 313 by 271. Okay, where was Evans located finally? Okay, in the Middle East, in Japan, in the middle of chipping northern, near none.
In the
Option
middle
C.
of the
Option
northern.
Option
C.
C. Option
Very
C.
good. C1. From where did they find the name of the hotel where Evans was staying? From the police, from the people, from the secret agent, or from the correction slip?
From the
From the
From the
corrections.
corrections.
correction slip.
What was the name of the hotel where Evans was staying? Palampura, Golden Palms, Golden Era, or the Golden Lion?
Ma'am, B.
Golden
Golden
Lion.
Lion.
Golden Lion.
Why did Evans clip his hair short? To aid his escape plan and to pass off as McLary later? He was feeling hot, to give modern looks, or to give a young look?
Option A.
Option A.
Uh,
A.
to pass off as McLary, okay? What was the purpose of the second call? To take away Stephen so that Evan could give final touches to his makeup, okay? To give time to Evan to run, to be full Stephen and Jack, yeah, none.
Option A.
Option A.
A1, so that Stephens could be taken away for some time and events in the last he could give a final touch to his looks. Okay. From whom did the governor receive the first call? Assistant Secretary, Joint Secretary, Commissioner, all.
Ma'am, option B.
With a
Option
A1
B.
Assistant Secretary, don't you remember when the exam began? There was a call from the board examination, and the call was from Assistant Secretary who was feeling very sorry for not placing a correction slip in the envelope. Right? Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
And then even the governor, he wanted to confirm it, but he could only find staccato bleeps there. Okay, engaged tone was there, and he was not able to connect it to the board exams till the last. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए अब time हो गया. We are going to do later. Fine.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Take care and keep on revising. Keep on revising. Radhika has left.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please. Hmm.
Thank you.